Hello. What is up? What is up? This is your boy Alert Wolf here to bring you another anime review. Alright, guys. This time I'm doing it on Arata the Legend, episode 10. This one is called Admiration. Now, basically, Arata the gang, they're walking down the road, and they got two choices. One leads to where they're going, and the other one is a diversion that goes into somebody else's, another territory. And basically, Arata, for a couple of reasons, decides to go that way. One, he heard this guy is strong and great dude and whatnot, so he wants to size him up. And two, he doesn't feel like he's ready yet to confront his buddy, or his rival. So that's where we are. And so they go there. And the city is a metropolis for what it is, but the city is designed in such a way to exploit the poor. I'm not trying to get too political, but that's what it is. There's a high tariff to get into the city, so that only the rich can afford it. But if you can't afford it, you go into servitude, and you work off the debt. Now, from the way that place is run, you really never really work off the debt. And that's the idea. And then if you wanted to leave, it's an even higher tariff to leave than it is to get in. And the reason for this is to keep people enslaved, so they can't just get up and leave. Now, through this whole time and getting into the gate, they didn't have enough money to get in. The guy with the glasses, the gray hair, whatever, he's the show that is basically in charge of the city, and he gets put in to help them. Now, or not put in to help them, he gets put in there to watch Arata. So he allows them into the city. He vouches for them. And puts them in. Now, he doesn't pay their tab. They still have to work and do the things to pay it off, but he befriends them, basically. And his goal is simple. He's looking, you see, he works under the one of the 12 shows. The 12 shows are like feudal lords, and underneath them are other shows who are like their knights, right? And all of the 12 shows, I believe, for the most part, have this system. And basically, he is a knight in charge of his own territory underneath this show. And he has a fan, and his ability is water, which is pretty cool. It's like an aqua fan. So then, from there, they meet, they start doing their day-to-day stuff. We get a little more on the romance between this Arata and Kotuha. And they befriend a boy who tells a sob story, and basically the guy that's running the mine, set him up, broke his cart, and was gonna fire him and not pay him and all these things because he used to work for his father, and basically when his parents got sick, he was like the manager in charge of the shop, and he left, and all the employees left, and that left their parents bankrupt and without money, no medical care, and they ended up dying of their illnesses, leaving this boy alone, and cruel fate and whatnot. But the whole time, the new guy, basically, the new show, the one with the black and white hair, and he who is in charge, by the way, of the city, even though he's pretending to them like he's not as important as he seems. He's been watching and studying, and his hope is somehow Arata will change the heart, and we learned this last episode, of his boss back to the man he used to be, instead of this ruthless dude. And we do get a scene in the beginning of the episode with him being ruthless, balling up one of his shows that are underneath him, the old man, for not taking all the salt away from a certain part of the kingdom. And the reason for this was, I guess the old man didn't want to do it because, or was afraid to do it because this would cause problems stealing all the salt. So, but he's all about being efficient and perfection. And Arata finds out that this is what this guy's, because he asks him what's this guy's like, and this is the description. And so he really thinks about it, and he doesn't consider the city perfect. If anything, he considers the city heartless. So at the end of the episode, they're trying to get the boy out, and they get cut off, and then that dude reveals himself to be the number 2 guy, and who he really is. They end up fighting. Now his power for his sword is money. Like, it's the weird, like, it's like Payday from Pokemon, you know what I mean? Like if he gives you like a Persian Payday, just like coins fly at you, that's pretty much what it is. Arata defends with the shield, and then he agrees he's going to join Arata in hopes of changing his master's opinion. However, an aqua butterfly was spying, and he caught that, and that dude's like, whatever. Now that's pretty much the episode on the Arata front. Now on his rivals front, that is the better part of the episode, in my opinion. So they want the rival to get stronger, and so what happens is they send him to Akachi, and the reason why they're doing that is because obviously Akachi's the Flame Dude's rival, and he's ruthless and he's badass. And so then this is what happens. He ends up going a meeting with him, and he's like, dude, he's like, forget you, you're whack. He's like, and then he explains how he wants to beat him and blah blah blah. He just wants to take him out. He goes, no. He goes and he puts his spear to his friggin' thing like this, and he's like, no, you have a weakness, there's a bond, I see it in your eyes, blah blah blah. And he puts it right up to the dude's eyes, and he's like, yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna take that weakness from you. And he plucks out his eye, basically. He pokes him in the eye with the thing, and you see the blood spurt, and he's like, ah, you know. And I'll tell you what, if your right eye offends you and whatnot, I guess that's the principle. I mean, although from the scene we see in the preview, it looks like he's, sorry about that, a little wobbly. It looks like he's giving him his own eye or his own pupil. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's a power he has in his blade, but we'll see. That it's gonna open up the evilness. You know what I mean? But yeah, and that part of the episode was so epic. I mean, so I definitely dig it. So this episode was okay. It was okay. I mean, that stuff with him definitely kicked it up a notch. Interesting. We got to see some other different shows' abilities, such as the water fan, which I think is awesome. But Jaimeo, or you, I believe that's his name, he's like money powers is hilarious. Well, that explains the flashback of him like upset that people are only around him because he can make money and he doesn't even care about money. So I guess that's his superpower. And whatever, he shoots money. I don't know what else to say about that. But it just tells me that the power base is ridiculous for these weapons. So literally they could do just about anything. So I would love to see where this, I like the anime anyway, so I'd love to see what other ridiculous powers are out there. Anything's possible at this point. Having said that, really not much else to say. The episode was pretty straightforward. And I can't wait to see the conflict that's going to arise between Fanboy and Arata. So, and hopefully he can help fanboy out, and then that's another member of their team stronger. So I definitely dig that. Um, oh, and I cannot wait to see the two rivals, the pair of rivals meet up with one another. It's gonna be epic. So, click it up if you. That's enough out of me. So click it up if you like it, comment if you must, and please, please, please subscribe if you can. And this is your buddy Alert Wolf signing out.